Hello, and welcome to this HelloID Service Automation product release video for November 2021. HelloID Service Automation is a user management self-service solution designed to delegate user management into the organization. For example, delegate group management, delegate distribution group management, delegate share management. It will help ICT departments to prevent accumulation of licenses and access rights. Please note that in this video, we will only show you the new functionality for the November 2021 release. Please go to docs.helloid.com or our YouTube channel for more videos. Let's get started. We have 3 new features in this release. The first new feature is Redesign Managed Products. In this new feature, the design of the Managed Products page has been updated according to the other design updates we have done earlier this year. The second new feature is Order Servicedesk categories in alphabetical order. Now, the list of Servicedesk categories is presented to the end user in an alphabetically ordered list. Our final new feature of this release is Run Delegated Form Task in Cloud. With this new feature, you can use the new service automation infrastructure to run your delegated form tasks. You can run your task through your local service automation agent, or you can use the new Service Automation Cloud agent. Please note that not all of the required items for this feature are implemented at this moment. For example, there is no logging information available right now when executing a delegated form task. Because of these missing items, this feature is still in beta and behind a feature flag. This means that you have to request access to this feature by contacting our support. Let's demonstrate these new features. We'll start by demonstrating the redesign of Managed Products by opening Management and navigating to Managed Products. Here you will see an overview of the Managed Products of the user that's currently logged in. You can click on the Details icon to open further product details. For example, we can click on the details of Adobe Photoshop. Here you will see the new design of this screen. The screen has been centered on the page and is also a bit wider compared to the old design. On the left side, you will see product information, namely the product title, product description, resource owner, the risk factor, and the price. On the right side, you will see an overview of the available users you can manage for this product. You can search for a specific user by entering their name into the search bar. For example, you can search for Amy. You can also order the different columns by clicking on the column name. If you select a user to request a product for, you can do the request itself, but you can also click on the request details to see the approval workflow. Now you can see that the product request will be done by the Tools Forever administrator, and the approval workflow will run through 2 different persons, but these persons have to approve the workflow in order to grant the product. In the end, the selected user will receive their product. You can use this button here on the left side to return to the Managed Users overview. Please note that we have not changed the available information itself, but we solely focused on the design aspect of this page. We will now navigate to the Servicedesk page to show you the second new feature. On this page, you will see an overview of the available delegated forms. You can filter this overview by selecting your required category using the drop-down at the top of the page. In this new feature, the categories are presented in an alphabetically ordered list. For our final new feature, we have opened the HelloID admin portal and navigated to Delegation and Delegated Forms. Here you will see an overview of the configured delegated forms. Any existing delegated form is still working and configured like before. So when we click on Edit at this first form, you can still navigate to the task, and you can see that there is a custom PowerShell task configured. When we click on Editing this task, you can still see the PowerShell script, and also the variable mapping for this particular script is still there. We can see our new feature when we create a new delegated form. We'll go back to Delegated Forms and then click on Create a Delegated Form. We will create a new form called Test Delegated Form, and you will still see the same screen. For demonstrating purposes, we'll create a simple form UI containing a text input with the form key name and we will also add an email input with the form key email. And click on Update. Now we have a simple delegated form with 2 form inputs, and we can simply test this form by clicking on this button, switch to Editor, and we can enter a name. John, for example. We can enter an email address, john@domain.com. And now we click on Request, and on the left side in Form Results, we can see the output of this form. We have the property called Name with the value John, and another property called Email with the value john@domain.com. Now let's move over to the task. Here you will see our new interface with this new feature. This screen looks quite different. On the left side, you can enter your PowerShell script. And on the right side, you will have your form inputs, your received data, received logs, and you can also choose whether you want to run this PowerShell script on the cloud agent or on your local service automation agent, and here you can also test your script by pressing the Execute PowerShell button. It looks quite similar to the PowerShell data sources, and we'll demonstrate this with a simple prepared script. Let's copy this script. First, we'll show you that you can run this on the cloud agent, so let's execute it. And as you can see, we now receive the name of the server that actually executed this PowerShell script. It is one of our cloud agents. And if we turn off this switch and use our local agent, execute the script again, you will see that the script has been executed on a different server, which is the local server. So that works. You can choose to run it on the cloud agent or on your local agent, and we can also use the Input tab to simulate the form output data. Remember that we had the simple form with the name and email attributes in it, and you can use a simple JSON object containing the name property and the email property with the corresponding values to simulate the form data output. As mentioned before, you do not need to have any mapping anymore. All the form results and form data are directly available inside your script, and to demonstrate that, we can use the Write Output and press Execute PowerShell. Then go to Receive Data, and you see a complete object as a result of Write Output. If you want to use a specific property in your script, we can demonstrate how to do this using write information. Let's execute again. And in the received logs, you can still see the server that executed this PowerShell script and also the name of the data, which is John. You can also use the email and execute it again. And then you will see the corresponding email address. With this new type of task, you don't need to have a mapping between your form output and your PowerShell script. All the form data is directly available in your script. Just use $form and then the keywords of the form elements. If you don't know the keywords, you can always use the write output or write information of your form itself. And you will see all the available keywords, and you can also switch to the cloud agent or use your local agent. Please note that not all items of this feature are implemented at this time. For example, there is no logging information available at this moment when executing the delegated form from the UI. Because of these missing items, this feature is still in beta and behind the feature flag. This means that you have to request access to this feature by contacting our support team. Thank you so much for watching. Please let us know if you have any additional questions. You can post your question in YouTube or send it to isupport@toolsforever.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive frequent updates about improvements and changes in HelloID. Have a wonderful day.